My dear friends, I am Gerhard, and welcome to my channel. Today I will tell the dramatic story of two sisters who tore each other apart. Emily and Jessica were sisters. Only 3 years apart in age, they were inseparable growing up. They shared a room, shared secrets at night, and talked about their first crushes. Their parents worked long hours, so the girls clung to each other. Jessica was the quiet one, gentle and soft-spoken. Emily was bold, loud, and protective. They balanced each other perfectly. At school, Emily defended Jessica from bullies, and Jessica comforted Emily when her romances ended in heartbreak. Everyone called them two halves of one soul. But when college came, their lives started to drift apart. Emily left for a university in another city while Jessica stayed home. Still, they called each other almost every day and shared everything. But Jessica had a secret. She had fallen in love. His name was Daniel. He was kind and attentive and always knew the right thing to say. Jessica thought he might be the one. Months later, Emily came home for break and met Daniel, who was introduced only as Jessica's friend. The moment Emily shook his hand, she felt a spark. At first, Daniel and Emily only exchanged friendly text messages. Then, the messages grew longer and more personal and more dangerous. Emily knew she was crossing a line, but the pull was stronger than her guilt. Meanwhile, Jessica was glowing with happiness. She made plans for the future and told Emily how much she believed that Daniel was her soulmate. Every word was like a knife to Emily's chest. However, secrets don't stay buried forever. One night, Jessica found the messages. They were just a few words. "I can't stop thinking about you," with a heart emoji from Daniel. Jessica didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just looked at Emily and asked softly, "Why would you do this to me?" Those 5 words cut deeper than any shouting ever could. After that, the house went silent. Emily and Jessica barely spoke. Their parents didn't understand, but they sensed the icy distance. Jessica broke up with Daniel. But with Emily, she couldn't quite let go. Their bond was still there, frayed, but not destroyed. Years passed. Emily married another man and had a daughter. Jessica built her own life too, though she always kept a safe distance. At family gatherings, they smiled politely and talked about the weather and their parents' health. But the warmth of sisterhood was gone. Emily sometimes wrote long letters of apology. "I was weak. I destroyed everything. I'm sorry." But she never sent them. Jessica, on the other hand, kept a childhood photo of the two of them on a swing set holding hands and laughing. She would sometimes look at it and think, "I miss her, but I can never trust her again." Then their mother fell gravely ill. The sisters found themselves sitting side by side again, taking turns at the hospital and sharing sleepless nights. One night, after a long shift by their mother's bedside, Jessica whispered, "You know, I hated you. But what I hated even more was that I still loved you as my sister." Emily broke down in tears. For the first time in years, they embraced like family. Their mother passed away. The grief was heavy, but with it came a fragile chance for reconciliation. The sisters began to rebuild their connection. Not like before, not with the innocence of childhood. Rather, it was something more deliberate, more fragile, and maybe even stronger. Emily and Jessica stood together at their mother's grave. Emily asks, "Do you think we'll ever be like we used to?" Jessica looks at her and replies, "No, but we can build something new. Maybe it'll be stronger than before." My dear friend, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the matter. Would you forgive your sister or never speak to her again? Write in the comments and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next story. Ciao.